Alright guys, it's going to be a quick video. I just want to chat about this, recent price movement. Um, so what happened these days, right? Like I was predicting, was this bear flag and high Stokes was going to dump, and we did dump. And I also said this is a symmetric triangle on the daily time frame, and it's usually going to dump. So I was measuring along a very aggressive move, and we were saying that if we were to break, we would go down to 40, possibly 44k. Right now, we don't want to look too far, but or even we should have it at the end because it might break back into the pattern. But more or less, 45k. Right now, we were predicting previously that we would first hit this line here, that's 56, and then another at 52 or 51, depending on how we did the measurement. But this bear flag seems like it's gonna play out. It did play out already, and I was predicting 51k, and people think I'm stupid, right? Oh yeah, you gotta use Elliott waves, and yeah, use the what was it? Fibonacci, retracement. It's not like I don't use it, right? But there are other technical analysis that we could use, and we look at more than one confluence. So right now, this 200 moving average is key because we broke through it, especially in the daily time frame. We broke just, let's see, 2.5 hours ago. We closed it. So that is a very bearish sign. For the 4 hour, let's see what is going on. So I believe, if we go back to the daily, let's see what's we broke out, we failed, came back down. I was looking at one time frame, I couldn't find it. I think this is it. Let me see if this is it. So what is this line? Let's figure out what this line is. This line is, yes, so this symmetric triangle, we broke out of it. Now we actually did a retest, and we successfully retested, and it bounced down. So that means it's going to go further down. And we can do this in a smaller time frame. Don't worry about the Stokes curving. Well, we might see just a um, bullish divergence here, and these are very strong if they are on higher time frames. Okay, well there is support, right? But on the bigger time frame, we are very bearish. But in the short time frame, if you want to look at it that way, we could head back up here. Try to do a double bottom. If not, maybe we could do head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders. That could be reversal patterns. But how long can we reverse, right? And so this pattern was really good. I kind of predicted that, okay, if we broke out of this flag, we tested it, but we didn't bounce, and we failed to retest it. We came back, and we come back down. Then this pattern is gonna play, and we were right. Now we can actually see another bear flag right here in the 1 hour time frame. You might not be able to do that, but so this little flag here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just measure a not so aggressive prediction, right? So you take this pole as this was another flag, more like a symmetric triangle flag, but then we measured this from the top here, and we broke out of this falling wedge. What am I talking about? This bear flag and rising wedge, which both usually, will head down. Our target of this movement is 54k. So, 55k. It's in that region. So even the 1 hour is saying we are going down. So 4 hour, 1 hour daily, we're all talking about that stuff. And don't get me wrong, this is good stuff. I mean, it's like you don't want to always keep going up. The 200 moving average is way too far. So let's see what 15 minute has to do, and we're just gonna get out of here after that. 15 minute, you see it might be a double bottom here. This lower, not much of a lower low, it's quite flat here, but this could be a support right here. Not a strong one. Stocks are getting high, and we're not doing much, so maybe technically we should head back up if the stocks are doing like this. Let's see if we can just let's see if we can do this, on a bear with this bullish move. If we can just break out of this, let's say we have this double bottom, and then the 200 goes like this, we touch, we close above, we test, and then we could head back up. Highly unlikely, but that is a potential. The 5 minute, let's see, 5 minutes, yeah, well, that could bring us back up, but and we're getting tight moving averages, which is signaling a move here, but we're still below this 21 moving average. 1 minute, we're getting rejected by the 200, so that is another sign that this should be going down further. What's going on with the weekly? Let's check that one more time. Weekly, there isn't much. We're still very oversold, but we're not really doing much because usually weeklies take more time to play out. But you see now, this M pattern is playing out. Because I remember I reset this. The neckline, we even drew it. I mean, this neckline is like this bear flag here. And then target would be the same target as the flag. You see, now this confluence, 51k. Let's see it, We might just hit this and then come back up. You never know. And it's look at these markets are bleeding. Oh, look at WIF. Told you guys, you gotta sell some of these. Palm is doing pretty good, but 0.28. Everything is a bloodbath right now. Tether going up, meaning people are selling, taking profits. Bitcoin dominance still stuck at 55. Okay. Total market cap is doing just the same as Bitcoin. It's gonna lose the 2 trillion mark. If we do lose the 2 trillion mark, where should we look for the next area? Well, 1.92 would be a good start, and then major resistance or support rather around 1.6. So that's the next drop. Now again, if you're a Fibonacci fan, let's do that. 0.618 and 0.65 is 1.9 trillion, and that's the first support. The second one is, well, 0.786, which is, you can do this as a region, because then there's actually, if you really want, there is some sort of region here. So if you're around this area and we can bounce that, that's totally fine. Now one more thing is we look at the VRVP. So we talk about this 1.6 as well. So that's the main support, and then it's all the way down to 1.003. Now we forgot to do this for the Bitcoin chart. Let's look at this quickly. So yeah, again it's 44k. That's the major support. Not much here, and then the very tiny one at 52. I would say just because of these wicks, these candles. Then we're down to, I would say, 31. But that's a big if right now. And finally, you have the 18 to 21. I don't want to see it, but those are just points we'd have to look at. We do one step at a time. It might not even go all the way down here. So we'll see how this works, right? Remember, like 59k was our main, support. We broke that. We broke through that. So now we have to really see what our next support is going to be. Okay, all right, guys. Hope you guys find this helpful, and make sure you like and subscribe, and follow our X at Real Capital. And if you want to, you know, comment on this, if you have any ideas, you want to join our show, and make sure that others know what you want to talk about, feel free to contact us. All right, until then, take care.